Greetings everyone, my name is Zetterville, and welcome back to my live Let's Play of Mega Man Ultra. Where I last left off, I was at the entrance of Wily Castle 1. This is paying homage to the Zelda dungeons and The Legend of Zelda 2. And this is just a reskinned Sniper Joe, or rather, an evil Brakeman clone. Into the temple we go. Oh, there was the extra life. And if we hold left, we get this free tank. I hope that's enough lives to survive. Let me see which weapon is a quick boomerang. Well, that works, but that's not what I want. That's bubble lead. Okay, that's quick boomerang. Still fairly powerful, to be honest. This looks like a job for the metal blade. Not that. And of course, as this is a fortress stage, it forces us to use our utilities. If there was only a faster way to despawn them. I'd rather just use this method to get up here. So far so good, but of course you'd be here. Every one of these statues is a resprited evil Brakeman clone. Hi, Anchor. Let me guess, the left route has an E-tank. That's one of the more annoying aspects of these spike drops, to be honest. Essentially, the left route was the safer one. That's why I'm really happy in future Mega Man titles they cap the falling speed to a lower amount. Which one of you will start firing at me? None, but you know what this means. Falling off the platform, of course. Mega Dragon time. As usual, I'll note when you can look back at the screen because of all the flashing that's gonna come. Oh, it's immune against the Buster. Okay, it's actually weak to bubble lead. I wish I knew that earlier. All the weapons, it had to be this one. Now, if the bubbles didn't despawn if they went off the top of the screen, I'd be fine. If you're sensitive to flashing lights, you can look back here. It made more sense when its weakness was a quick boomerang, or metal blade, or any weapon that deals more than 1 damage per hit. The rest of the stage was fine. Decided the boss was the worst part. Resprite shrinks then. How well does Metal Blade do against them? Very well. Going further into the Zelda Temple. Well, that was a surprise. Okay, you have to worry about inertia and whatnot. Well, really, it's the animation finishing, but you get the idea. And that's why I don't like the spike falling sections in the Mega Man with the Mega Man 1 and 2 physics. Oh, goody moles. Oh. Knockback. Well, at least the checkpoint's at a better location. In fact, it's rather strange compared with the previous level. My issue with this is that you can barely see them. And of course, their crazy knockback. Pico-Pico-Con? Ah, yes. What? Wait? Metroids? Well, that's different. I'm okay with that, no, that's a bad placement of a checkpoint. This stage only had 1 checkpoint. Even in the classics, there were 2 checkpoints. That was a bad design decision. Not enough time to react to where they're coming from either. Another bad design decision. I think the weakness is Heatman's weapon, but yeah, it is. Did I win this? I died at the same time. Again, another stage that's wrecked by bad checkpoint decisions, and the boss being bad, or made worse than the original. Star? And I only played the original Metroid several months ago. Oh, thank you for the E-Tank. I thought I needed to bomb open those doors, but... we're essentially going through Mother Brain's section in reverse. Like how we enter Brinstar in Super Metroid, in fact. If this is anything like the original, I should expect there to be some Metroids. Question is, where? This is why I really wish I have sliding all the time, to mitigate these sorts of jumps. And I need that. Metal Blade is one of the better weapons of this hack. It's been nerfed a bit, but at the very least, it's better than most weapons. The only annoying part of using items is that I can't quickly despawn them. That too. Amicably is high enough for the final bosses. And Boobeam, of course. The quick boomerangs are pretty good here, thanks to their bigger hitbox. Here comes the Guts tank. Wait, what? Of course, immune. Let's play the game Spot the Weakness. The only thing that did any damage was the Leaf Shield. I'm just gonna bum rush the boss. And it's over. Yeah, I kept trying to hit them out, the orb didn't work with Quick Boomerang. The only weapon that did anything was the Leaf Shield, unless I'm missing something. Another boss has been made worse. Now we're in the same location where the intro of Metroid 1 took place. I gotta say, I like the first two stages taking place in a Zelda 2 temple, and the next two stages taking place in a Metroid level. I just wish the stages were actually good, and their checkpoint placement decisions weren't so questionable. Graduating from evil Brakeman clones to evil Fireman clones. Those are easily the worst enemies in the game, along with the sniper armors. Now evil Electman clones. We're gonna have evil variations of multiple Roadmasters, it seems. This may cause a problem. Or not. Phew, just enough. There should have been more weapon capsules there. Of course, a lot of romhacks get that wrong too, so... I essentially have to pray that the RNG works in my favor now. The question is, can I reach it in time? I can, but I can only use it for item 1. I want it for item 3. Oh goody, more pickups, but of course... Why do you need to have some items in order to get it in the first place? Never mind, you can reach it. That was my bad. Hi, Jumbug. I'm just gonna ignore you. Or get hit by you anyways, because your projectile range is pretty big. Just run to the right, that's the best strategy. Alright, Boobeam. Wait, what? It sure looked like they were taking damage there. Of course, it's a different weapon. Eat? No. Oh, wait a minute. I don't get this at all. Why is it only sometimes dealing damage and other times it isn't? As you can see though, even if it's one hitbox down, it's not really consistently down. Okay, it's one hitbox below, but it's still very, very, very finicky. See, I understand some of the more confusions with some of the difficult challenges like force beams, but this, I don't understand why people haven't understood yet that you should put a lot more weapon pickups and make it clear what the boss weaknesses are here, because as you can see, I don't have enough. There were some weapon pickups here, but it wasn't clear you were supposed to fill up the quick boomerang of all things. This game managed to make the Boobeam Trap even worse, because of bad hitboxes, and not clearly delineating that you need the quick boomerang. It takes 20 shots of the quick boomerang to destroy each one of these. And the other reason why this is tougher is because I'm playing this on difficult mode. So everything requires double damage. What do you mean the stream is not public? It should be public. Of course, that explains a lot. Because the last time when I started up the stream, it was set to public. Oh well, at least I didn't really miss much. The next romhack's gonna be better. Alright, you do have some to spare. Does this say public now? One more. Gotta make all my shots count here. It's over. Worst boss in the game, worst Boobeam Trap I've played ever, has been trounced. They really should have had half the HP. Hey Jaden. Sorry about the video being not public. Blame YouTube for that. Here comes the rematch stages. So far, the Fortress stages themselves are okay outside of number 4, but the bosses are the worst parts. I hope they have their same weaknesses before. Yep, they do. You know, in a bigger room, he isn't that bad. We went from a Zelda 2 dungeon to Brainstar to the surface of Criteria, and then back to the castle. I guess Wily is a fan of both Metroid and Zelda. You know, this is actually tougher than the original fight, mainly because this arena is not super easy. I'm not sure, Jaden. I was just editing some things and somehow the visibility of the stream got reset. Oh, you. Bubble Man. I need to tell the bosses fall rather quickly with their weaknesses. Quick Man. Alright. Freeze in place, please. Say cheese! Crash Man. Gets wrecked by his weakness. Metal Man. Barely have enough for this. Good luck trying to hit him without spamming it. There goes that. Alternate strategy go. As Buster pointed out, he still maintains his original weakness from his original game. Much better to use than the quick boomerang, to be honest. And I'm thankful this game preserves it. It's kind of sad to say this, but I feel this stage has the best boss battle. Gemini Man, you're weak to crash bombs. How did you miss that? I was clearing your side range and still you missed that super easy shot. Alright, Wily Machine. What horrors lie in wait too? The really fast projectiles. E-tank time. I was hopeful with the Wily Fortress stages starting from 1 and 2, but then I lost it with 3 and 4. It's over. This boss has been destroyed. Only the Wily aliens left. Or whatever replaces it. At least the stage has music. Oh yeah, you mean X. Remember, his parts were captured by Wily at the beginning of the game. I sure hope I have a weakness. Whoa. Okay, now we have enemies, and now we can actually farm too. What's his actual weakness, by the way? Actually, I'm so low on lives that I might as well just game over. Now, if I did have any tank remaining, I wouldn't game over. No, it doesn't. Most Mega Man 2 romhacks don't do that anyways. That's different. I know this is just a re-sprited lanternfish, but the tot still counts. Time to face off against X Mach 0. That's Sprite. Okay, bubble lead time. I was hoping he would be weak to the Buster, or at least take some damage from the Buster, but nope. Let's try this again. Oh, well I guess it's necessary for farming. Take 2. I can only use the bubble lead like the original. Seriously though, why these fast projectiles? Under him, you cannot dodge that. Another game where a slide would be extremely handy. That's why I keep saying for Mega Man Classic, the slide is an important part of his moveset. This worked better with the original projectile because it wasn't so big. Nah, at least with the Y capsule in Mega Man 7, you could dodge everything much more easily. None of the projectiles there were that big. I'm gonna have to juke it, basically. This is worse than the Mega Man 7 Wily counter. Even the Wild Coil is a better weapon. It's over. I can't tell you how many rewinds I had to do for this. I'll have to leave most of these in. This was ridiculous. Down there with the Boobeam Trap as being one of the worst bosses of the game. I was hoping this game would get better with the Wily Castle stages like several other ROM hacks and fan games do, but to be honest it got worse. Stages slightly got better for the first two Wily stages, but Falling Tree, they just became worse and worse. So here are my overall thoughts on the game as a whole. If I haven't made it apparent enough, I don't like this ROM hack. It frankly has too much trial and error. During the first episode, my main complaints were the two enemies, specifically the evil Breakman clones, as well as those Jumbugs, aka the resprite sniper armors. Those were horrible enemies because they were just too durable, they dealt too much damage, and they were too quick. But it got worse in the Y stages because you could get stuck easily. There wasn't clear indications of boss weaknesses. Almost all the bosses they're immune to the Buster and most special weapons. Even the Guts Tank and the Mecha Dragon have resistances to almost all weapons. And to be quite frank, I'd say it's below par in most regards. I like some of the music changes and the graphical resprites, but most of the other changes, level design, even the weapon changes, yeah, I disagree with them. I know Mega Man Ultra is famous in the Mega Man Classic ROM hacking history, but to be quite honest, not for the right reasons. I don't recommend you play this hack. If you want to play a better, more difficult ROM hack, play something like CX, or Burst Chaser, or Air Sliding, or Burst Chaser Cross Air Sliding. It's not worse than Dr. Wily's counterattack. It's almost down there with Gray Zone, I'd say. And frankly, there are several ways this could be made better. For instance, give infinite lives, increase the number of weapon drops and life drops everywhere, fix the hitbox issues with the Boobeam Trap, remove resistances to almost all weapons for the Fortress bosses, please ease up on the boss battles too, and make Mega Man X's projectiles smaller, please. Smaller and or slower. This will be fun to edit in post. I will be forced to leave in most of the rewinds for the last encounter though, but we'll see about that. Well then, I hope you enjoyed my Let's Play of Mega Man Ultra, viewers. If you enjoyed it, please rate, favorite, comment, and or subscribe, as they all help with the channel. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter as well, and join my new Discord server, as I regularly post updates there. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you all in a future Let's Play.